Hello, I've got nowhere to put you, so I might have to put you down here on the windowsill. So, not many updates this week, unfortunately, because the carpenter couldn't come round to work on his tasks. I think it was his birthday, so I think he was going off somewhere, I don't know. And the plasterer isn't starting until next week, so I feel a bit at lost what to report and show you in this vlog this week. Although I did think maybe I could start doing some measuring of the rooms so that I can start looking at furniture and carpets, maybe that kind of thing, and make a plan on how our house is actually going to look after all of this work. Right, that's some measuring done then. Let's see if I can actually find one of those design tools and design my house. I'm just heading down to the house after work. I'm walking down to try and get my steps up. And yeah, the plasterer has started this week, so I'm going to see what he's been up to. Okay, looks like he's begun to fill in around the power sockets and fill in where the old power sockets used to be. And he started to repair some of the cracks in the walls as well, which is great. That looks so much better now. And I'll just show you the one in the other spare room. You might remember there was just a crack going down there and also in this corner here, which looks so much better. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Little break from the house renovation stuff. I'm literally about to go get my COVID-19 vaccination, which I'm really excited about. Is anyone else getting a bit excited about this? I'm really excited. I thought it would be quite good to just film this bit for prosperity, for looking back on and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, thought I'd just include this. I'm here and I can't quite believe it, but it's packed. It is rammed. I wasn't expecting quite so many people. I only just got a car parking space. I don't know if you can see behind me. That's a queue. It's snaking around this whole place. Let me see if I can get some more clips. And we're done. I am vaccinated. What a weird experience that was. It was like a big school hall where you're sat all separately, obviously within 2 meters or whatever. And it was like I was about to take an exam, although, you know, they had a trolley with a vaccination coming over. Anyway, yeah, what a bizarre experience. So glad I am jabbed now though, and I will get back to house renovation stuff now. So just arrived in the house. I didn't actually come down yesterday, so it's been a couple of days and it looks like he's started on skimming the ceiling. So this one I think has been done today. Looks really good, nice and smooth now. I'll just go upstairs as well because this ceiling on the landing has also been skimmed. Again, it looks so much better than the Artex. And yeah, just to show you some of the sockets again. So I think I showed you the other day, he had made a start on filling those up and looks like he's done the next bit of that. I don't know the names and the processes, obviously. So yeah, that's looking good. I'll see how he gets on tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually Friday, so last day of the week tomorrow. I was hoping to potentially start painting this weekend, but we'll see how he does. Hello everyone, I'm just in David's room at the moment, David's old room where we're staying whilst we're renovating the house. And whilst we're waiting for things to progress and whatever at the house, I thought I'd just talk to you about my design plans for the house, how it's actually going to look. So I've used one of those free tools on the internet called Floor Planner, so it's floorplanner.com. And yeah, here's how I'm envisioning how the house will turn out. Okay, so this is my house on floorplanner.com. I did try and do it to scale, but you know, I gave up with that in the end. I'm not too good at these things. But let's start with the downstairs first. So as you can see, before I go into 3D mode, I've put the same flooring throughout the hallway, living room and dining room. So I want all new flooring down there, something like a natural oak wooden flooring. I would love to get real wood, but actually at the moment I'm thinking about LVT, which is a textured vinyl. I think you still get it in like blocks as well, so it's not like it's all smooth and flat like vinyl is. But anyway, rambling a little bit now. Let's go into 3D mode just so I can show you a bit more of the detail. Oh, this is good, isn't it? So, right, let's go into the hallway here. As you'll see throughout the house, I've just painted everything white, which is what our plan is. I just think it will really brighten up the house, and it's kind of like a blank canvas really. If we want to add any colour or wallpaper in the future, then I feel like it's easier to imagine, but for now, everything is going to be a brilliant white. So this is a hallway. And yeah, got a shoe rack and coat hanger up here. Haven't worked out how to change the colour of the stairs, so yeah, just ignore the stairs for now. I'm going to come through to the living room. So right, this living room, this is also going to be all white as well. And I want 2 new sofas, so like a smaller 2-seater here and 3-seater over here as well. Really undecided on the colour of the sofas, so if anyone has any opinions or tips and advice, please let me know in the comments below. I've put these 2 charcoal ones in now, but I'm really undecided. I don't know if I should go for like perhaps even a really dark blue to bring some sort of colour scheme into the place. And as I've mentioned, I might have mentioned in another vlog here, eventually I would quite like a wood burner here. Me and David would both like a wood burner here. Probably won't be done this year, maybe later this year or next year, but that is the eventual plan. I've put blinds up here, but actually I would really like shutters. I did try and find some shutters on this floor planner, but it wasn't working for some reason, so I've just put the blinds here. And I'm just going to come round to TV. So TV is here. I'm not sure if I've mentioned, but my brother has put the Sky cable to come through on the in the upstairs bedroom through the floorboards here and to come down the side of the wall here. So there's no loose wires around around near the fire, which is good. And I haven't worked out how to do it either, but there's going to be downlights in this room as well. Let's come through to the dining room. This room I'm really excited about, which, I don't know, sounds a bit sad. I've never had a dining room before, so it is quite so exciting for me. So I can actually have a dining room and tables, something we never had in our first house. As I've mentioned before, this room, we're actually keeping like a central light here, so I want to get some sort of fancy pendant light here. Again, recommendations are welcome, where to go, or even like recommendations on pendant lights themselves. I've just chose this one on floor planner because they didn't have a great lot of choice, to be honest. Back over here, as you can see, these alcoves are empty at the moment, but I think we could definitely utilise this space and build 2 built-in cabinets in the alcoves here and have shelves above them. I've actually got a record player at my mum's and dad's, which I definitely want to bring around the house, maybe put up all my old records up here. And if I just come forward a little bit, I don't know if this really sums it up, but basically we've got this empty fireplace here, as you know if you've seen the earlier vlogs, and I want to use this as a bit of a wood store for the log burner, which will be going in here. I think that would look quite nice and decorative. For now, I have actually put some blue paint, dark blue teal paint on these alcoves, which I'm still undecided about. I think this looks quite good, and I was even potentially looking at patterned wallpaper just for these alcoves, like something quite 60s in design, like Orla Keeley. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, whether this should just be a plain paint colour, injecting a bit of colour into the room, or some patterned wallpaper. Would really love to know your thoughts. Oh, actually, I've not mentioned, have I mentioned this? Eventually want to get patio doors here as well, so I've just put those in for this little floor planner thing. I'm not going to go in the kitchen because, yeah, the kitchen is staying as it is pretty much for now until we can afford to do it. So let's move over to the first floor, which I can't put on top of the ground floor here because that's when you have to start paying for a floor planner, so bear with me. I've just created basically another floor right beside the ground floor. Oh, I need to go over to the other thing. For the whole of upstairs, me and David both want to get carpet. This is called Cornice Cream, which I quite like, but yeah, looking for something very neutral upstairs to run throughout the bedrooms and landing. I'm just going to do the small bedroom first, which for now I can't really think of what else to put in here other than our desk, so it's a bit of a oh god, the radiator's up there. Let's put that down. Other than having this as a little office room for now, I've put a door here because obviously that's where our built-in wardrobe storage cupboard is. Yeah, this is just quite a nice little room. But let's go into our bedroom, which is here. So this is where the bed will go in our bedroom. I've just noticed, why is all the radiators? I've definitely put that on the floor before. Hang on. Okay. So this is where our bed will go in our bedroom. As you've seen, my brother's put power pockets either side of the bed, which is good. I'm going to get those power points as well, which have the USB ports in it. I feel really, another thing I feel really undecided about is the kind of bed we need to get. This one's like a fabric sort of bed frame, and you know, that looks nice as well, but I'm not sure if I'm tempted by a wooden one as well. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Our old bed used to have like drawers in the bottom of it because we were quite we didn't have a lot of space in our old house, but I don't think I really need to make any storage in the bed because we got these alcoves where we could put either wardrobes or a chest of drawers like I have here, and we've got our built-in cupboards over here as well, which the carpenter's going to be making some new doors for. At the moment, I've put this wall as a purple, dark purple wall, which is very similar to our old house. But you know what? I actually still quite like that sort of colour scheme. But I can't really think of what else to do in here other than like one feature wall against the bed. So that's another thing I might need your help on, to be honest. So that's our bedroom, I think, pretty much wrapped up. Let's go in the spare room. Gosh, look at that wallpaper. Again, a bit at a loss what to do in here as well. I've just painted it all white. I've put a sofa bed in here because, yeah, we want friends to come over when COVID is all over and stay comfortably. We've got these built-in storage cupboards here as well that really help. Again, the carpenter's doing new doors for those and new shelving inside. And this bit here, this boxy bit, is just from the fireplace. So let me know your thoughts, guys. What else could I put in here? So yeah, those are my plans with the house. I hope you like them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've got any tips and advice or opinions on some of the things I'm undecided about, like the sofas and what kind of bed frame I can get, etc., let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear from you guys. But if you have liked my update this week on my house, then please give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe and keep up to date on how we get on in the house. I'm really looking forward to the end of next week, actually, because the plasterer will be finished and we might actually be able to start painting, which would be so good. So yeah, really looking forward to next week, and yeah, I'll be filming it all with you guys. Thank you all so much for watching if you have made it this far, and if you have watched every video as well, let me know if you have in the comment section below. But yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!